Good morning, everyone. So I just woke up and we're gonna get ready for the day. This is day one of my summer skincare. So this is what I usually do in the morning. I'll have my bonnet on. I do have like a pimple patch to remove today, and then I'll just show you my routine. So we'll start with that. Does anyone else get super satisfied with removing nails, or is that just me? I like looking at how much of a pus it has. It's pretty gross, but alright, so yeah, I literally just splash water in my face. And then I really like these towels that I can use to just kind of dry my face. And I just like that they're really gentle compared to, say, like a washcloth. These really irritate my skin, and especially in the morning, I don't want to add more redness or anything. Alright, our skin is washed. So one of my favorites that I've been using right now is the Trader Joe's Daily Sunscreen. I like that it has a gel formula. It's a little different, so like it doesn't leave a white cast. This one though, the only downside of it is I do notice that it gets a little oilier throughout the day. I don't know like if it's a combination of my sunscreen and my makeup that's doing that. Just wanted to let you know, but this is a really great sunscreen. Right, so that's about how much I do for my entire face. This formula, because it's gel, it really spreads really easily, so I do like that. Anyone else with sensitive skin like get red as soon as they touch their face. So I'm gonna let this sit for, I think, like 3 to 5 minutes is a sweet spot. You know, if I were to put something on, it would start slipping and sliding, and that's not what we want. You know, you want your sunscreen to fully absorb. So we'll give it some time. And while you're waiting for your sunscreen to set in, I think this is a great time to like do my eyebrows or maybe my hair. This is literally all I do every morning for skincare. I wash my face with water, add sunscreen. I'll tune in tonight to show you guys my nighttime routine. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. It's 11:30, so we're gonna do my bedtime skincare. I didn't wear any makeup today, so I'm just gonna go in with a face wash. But the days that I usually do wear makeup, I double cleanse, so I do like any kind of makeup remover, either like micellar or I really prefer the makeup remover balms. And then I go in with a face wash. The current face wash that I'm using is the Juice Beauty Green Apple Brightening Gel Cleanser. In the summer, I love using a gel face wash, so this is what we're going to be using. So today is going to be my first night in my skin cycling routine, and skin cycling is this really cool thing that I believe a dermatologist created, and it's just a method of setting up. The first day is exfoliation, second day is retinol, and then the third and fourth day can be recovery. And I found that this has really transformed my skin. I started using like an over-the-counter Differin, which I believe used to be prescription only. I started really slow using that because I didn't want my skin to react badly. I have pretty sensitive skin, so with stronger active ingredients, I like to take it slow. But I started skin cycling about 2 months ago, and it has really changed my skin. I still have issues with like a lot of redness and pigmentation in my skin, but it has really helped decrease hormonal acne for me. And this is my first day of the week, so I'm gonna start with a face wash, and this is the one that I mentioned earlier. And then once my skin is completely dry, I use the Paula's Choice 2% PHA liquid exfoliant. And I've gone through a couple of these already. That's how much I love it. And then after that, I go in with the Water Gel Face Moisturizer, and that will complete my first day's routine. Okay, I forgot to mention, when I do my nighttime routine, I don't turn the overhead lights on. I've had a really bad history of skin picking, and nighttime when I'm in front of the mirror tends to be the time that I do it. So usually I just have a candle warmer on, and it is bright enough that I'm able to wash my face and do everything, and it's dim enough as well that I'm not like hyper focusing on any pimples or anything. So I just wanted to let you know. So I just finished washing my face, and then before you go to the next step, just make sure your face is completely dry, especially with actives. From what I've read, that you don't want to put on wet skin. So this says that you can use it up to twice a day. I've tried that, and I find that it works, but I've noticed it made my skin oilier. Like in the morning, my skin kind of built up and expect it to be exfoliated every morning. So I don't do that. It's up to your preference, I guess, how it feels. I just do it the one every few nights. And it also says you can put it on your fingers or a cotton pad. I usually use a cotton pad, but I do want to try both methods today. So I just have a cotton pad, and I'm just gonna put like a few drops on there, and then we'll do half my face and the other half I'll use my fingers. And you really don't need to be aggressive. Like, it might look like I'm using force, but I'm really just gliding it over my skin. The other side I'm gonna try with my fingers. I feel like I kind of need more using my fingers. I don't know why. You would think it'd be the other way because the cotton pad would absorb it, but... Alright, and then I give it a few minutes to dry. I just feel like it really needs to like soak into your skin first. And then I just follow it with moisturizer. It's been a few minutes, and I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer. And I do a pretty light layer on this day. The third and sometimes fourth day is when I do a heavier moisturizer. And again, like, my face is not reacting to anything. I just have sensitive skin, so as soon as I touch it, it turns red, but it'll go back down to normal soon. To finish up, I like to just put on a lip mask or a really moisturizing lip balm. And so I have a few that I really like. So one is the Bath & Body Works lip mask. These I find are pretty decent. It's a good price, and you do get a lot. Like, I've had this for a little over a year now, and I'm a third of the way left. So I still have a decent amount. I also love the Glossier Balm.coms, another product I'm almost done with. One of my favorite new lip balms are the Summer Friday ones. This one is iced coffee, and if you haven't tried it, you need to. It smells so amazing. There's a specific drink that it smells like, and I can't put my finger on it, but it smells just like coffee. It's really good. I also have the Vanilla Beige, and that one's amazing too. So that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey everybody! So I didn't film this morning. I kind of realized that it's the same thing that I do every morning, so you don't really need to see me do that again. But tonight is day 2 in our skin cycling routine. So I'm obviously wearing makeup today, so we're going to start with a makeup remover, and my favorite is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration. This one feels so nice on the skin. It's so hydrating. It is really good at removing your makeup. Once I'm done with that one, I'm gonna wash my face again using that Juice Beauty. With the first one, I like to just kind of get some on my finger and then rub it on my face. And then I add a little bit of water on my hands, and then I kind of go in again. And I find that it just gets better grip if you do it that way. And then tonight is our retinol night, and I use Differin. And I've tried retinols in the past, all over-the-counter ones, and I find that this is the best one. Disclosure, if you are under like 20, please don't use retinols. You do not need it. Your skin is perfectly fine without it. There's no need for it. Like, a simple cleanser and moisturizer and a sunscreen is all you need. Alright, so I'm gonna take my makeup off and we can get to it. So my makeup is off. I usually keep my face wet after this, and I just go in and dry my eyelashes because I want to make sure that I got all of my mascara off. And I do find that makeup remover can irritate my eyes a little bit, but the rest we're going to keep wet, so we can go in with our face wash. And I don't remember if I mentioned this yesterday, but you do want to wash your face for at least a minute. I've noticed that ever since I started doing that, my skin is so much clearer, and you're able to make sure that you're getting all of your makeup off your skin. Alright, our skin is clean. So because we're using another active, make sure your face is completely dry again. And I really do enjoy these disposable wipes. It's kind of just like a towel. I got these off of Amazon. Don't go for like the Good Skin Club ones. Those are literally the same thing as this. I mean, they do have like the XL ones, which are really large, and I guess you could cut it up. But I mean, this is literally the same thing. I've tried those ones and I do not feel a difference on my skin. Sorry, I really need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. So even though my skin feels dry, I'm just gonna give it a few minutes to really dry before I go in with a very thin layer of Differin. You literally need a pea-sized amount, and I just do a thin layer. I've also read that you can just do it on like your problem areas. I just do my whole face, and you just do a thin layer. Also, you do need to like build up your tolerance to this. So I started doing it once a week, and then I was able to build up my tolerance to twice a week, then 3 times a week, and then I did test out doing it every night for like a week or 2, and I kind of noticed it was just a little too much for me. Like I had good results, but the dryness came back, and then that's when I really started doing skin cycling, and that kind of seems like the perfect combo for me. And then another tip, if you find that it's kind of too aggressive for your skin, but you do want to use it, I recommend doing like a thin layer of moisturizer first, letting it sit for about 5 minutes, and then going in with your actives. I've done that before, and it kind of works the same. I find that I have just a tiny bit less dryness. It really is just what your skin can tolerate. So you literally need just 8 times. Oh my god, that's too much. Okay, like that. This one is, I just opened this like a few weeks ago, so it's still pretty full. So I tend to end up putting too much by accident, but you really need like that much. You could honestly go like a little less than this. Just a thin layer. I know a lot of people think like using more product is going to help, but that really is not the case with this. You just want a nice thin layer. And then I am going to go in with a moisturizer, but I do want to wait a few minutes just for this to settle into my skin. And tonight I'll be using this. I just got this. It's like $1.30 for this whole container. I've been wanting to try this moisturizer for a long time now, and I saw it at the store and I was like, might as well, like that's a really good price. And it's actually like a lot. You really don't need much. Let's go in with a nice thin layer of this, and then you can just spread it. And I love just how gentle this is. It kind of smells like baby butt cream. I don't know, it's kind of nice. I like 12:30 right now, so I really need to go to bed. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Bye! It's day 3 in my skincare routine. It's like 1 a.m. right now, so I already washed my face just so I can speed this along a little bit. So the 3rd day is when I kind of rotate if I want to do another retinol day, or if I want to go straight to moisturizing and like in that recovery period. So I think just going into the recovery period will kind of help my skin heal a little bit quicker. So I'm going to start with a Rosewater face spray. I'm just going to do an even layer all over my face. If you haven't noticed, I love Rosewater, or just like any rose scented product. It smells so nice. And then while this is still wet on our skin, I'm gonna go in with the Snail mucin. This stuff is okay. I feel like it adds hydration, but very briefly. Like all the reviews I've seen, it's like, oh my god, your skin is super plump from it, super hydrated, but I feel like it's very temporary. But I do like it for these recovery days because it kind of helps add another layer of moisture to everything. While it's still wet, I go in with a milky toner. I really like this one. I like that like it's not too expensive and you get a lot for it. And I kind of just put some on my hand and then pat it into my skin. And then after this step is when I will let it dry down a bit and then go in with a moisturizer. I'm not sure what I'm doing up this late. I want to get up early tomorrow too, so I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. But I always like to put like the excess of my product on my hands. Just kind of feels nice, and then you're not wasting any product either. So for moisturizer, I like to go in with a heavy duty one. I prefer cream moisturizers at night. That way, like if I'm gonna sweat it off, it's okay, and it really will just like help with your skin and kind of recovering your skin barrier. So I have a few that I kind of rotate through, but really any of these would be perfectly fine on its own. I just wouldn't recommend using these in the morning because it can be a little too heavy. I'll go from most affordable to least affordable and kind of like a little mini review on all of them. So you saw me use this one yesterday, and this is probably the most affordable one, and it is great. I mean, I might use this one tonight, honestly. Like, my skin felt so good all day today just from using that last night. Another one that I really love is the Roche Posay one. And this one can get a little oily, I've noticed, especially in the heat. So I kind of try to preserve this, but it is a really great moisturizer. And then finally, another one that I love is the Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme Plus. This one is quite expensive. I got this as a sample. A little goes a long way, but really any of these will do. I think I'm gonna go in with this one again just because it left my skin feeling so nice last night. And my skin is feeling dry now, so I'm just gonna do a thin layer all across, and then I need to get to bed. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye. This is the last day in my skin cycling routine, so then tomorrow I just start day 1 again. Today is going to be another recovery day, so it's a little different than what I did yesterday, so I'll just walk you through it. I was in the sun a bit today, so I'm gonna first start with a little bit of aloe, and I'm just gonna do a thin layer across my face. I don't think I got burnt, but my skin did get like a little irritated, and so I always do this after days I've been in the sun, just to kind of help my skin recover. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for it to absorb into my skin. Still a little tacky. I don't think it'll dry down completely, but I do want it a little more dry for the next layers. All right, I did just style my hair so that I can kind of like speed up the process when I'm done with this. And it actually isn't tacky at all, so I'm really happy about that. And then again, I'm gonna go in with some Rosewater spray. I really like this for days that I'm sunburned, just because it's another like soothing layer. And then while that's drying, I am going to use a little bit of eye cream today. I don't use this every day. I find that when I use it every night, I get like these little small dots on my face, or I guess like bumps almost. And I think I'm just using too much. So I really just reserve it for these days, and I find that I still get the results from it and I don't get those bumps. So you really just need like the smallest amount. Just tap it in. You don't want to like drag it because that kind of defeats the purpose of all the skincare products you're using. And then I am just going to go in with a thick layer of moisturizer. Today I'm going to use the Estee Lauder one that I mentioned yesterday. That is it for my summer skincare routine. Comment below if you have a different routine in the summer versus winter, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!